Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It depends where you find yourself in the world. I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the Ambazonians on Ground Zero. It depends the time you watch at my YouTube informations. Good morning, good afternoon to all the self-defense forces. I greet you people. I salute the people for your great job you are doing back home. May God bless you. May God give you the power so that no Republic forces can infiltrate, your system and cause confusion within you people, as Atakanji, Ekema Patrick, Njume Franklin are trying to do. Good morning, and I salute all those in prison in the Republic of Cameroon. Good morning, and I salute all those who have been injured in the course of this struggle, who are in the hospital. I pray for you people, so that God should pour his blessings on you people, and you people have fast recovery. Good morning to all my brothers and sisters, Ambazonians, who are in the forest, who have been suffering, being beaten by mosquitoes, snakes, animals, wild animals, living out wild animals in the forest, just as in the early days. I greet you people, and I pray for you people, that God will protect you people in the forest, rather than coming back to the burnt villages, where the Republic people will chase people and kill people, because now the massacre is going on. Genocide is still going on seriously in Ambazonia. You people should stay there. Not so long we are going to have our independence. You people should not even think about schools. If you want to have your own schools, have it there in the forest. Everywhere you have education is education. So I will even encourage you, always go to the internet when you are in the forest. If you have access to, tap and learn anything you want to learn, because now modern education is internet, not even classroom. Most of us are learning through internet. So I pray for you people. I pray for all the babies in the forest. I pray for all the mothers. I pray for our refugees in Nigeria, Ambazonian refugees dotted all over in Nigeria cities, in Nigeria villages. I pray that God should bless you people, and you should be, very dynamic, as you have been when you refused the evil humanitarian, gifts that the Republic wanted to come and give people and kill people in Nigeria, of which we saw the consequences. Some of the people, over 8 people were killed already. So I say I am praying for you people in Nigeria. God will bless you people. God will bless you people there in Nigeria. Not so long we are going to have the independence. Stay focused. Don't accept any gift. You don't know who have sent the gift to you people. That is Prince Ayamba in Paris, saying to you people, Mr. Hobbs, I throw my greetings to all the Ambazonians Ground Zeros who are contributing seriously for this, this struggle, so that we can be in Boya. This is Prince Ayamba again. Today, the 8th of September 2018, bringing you some psychic information and happenings, and what will happen in future in Ambazonia, and trying to make the world to understand that there is still genocide going on in Ambazonia. And as the days goes ahead, the genocide is multiplied by ×3. Other taxes are used to cause this genocide. So I would like to bring all these things and tell the world, so that the world should focus and come in to Ambazonia and try to solve this situation before it goes worse than what we are facing now on Ground Zero. I thank all those in the diaspora, all the able Ambazonians, all our supporters, our best wishers who are contributing for the struggle, all the journalists in every country of the world who is talking about our struggle. I thank you and say God should bless you. I thank all our best wishers who have contributed highly, spend their time, their monies, to support this struggle so that they see that we are struggling and we must be in BIYA and have our independence and help our country and help the world. Because when we have this independence, we will not help only our country, we will help other countries. We have the resources, we have everything. We will give the resources, help the countries, who have helped us also. Because it is said, do unto others as you feel them to do unto you. So countries that will come and help us to have this independence, we will also do business with them. We will give them the grounds to come and exploit our resources. We do business, genuine business, to develop our country as fast as possible for the future generation who will not suffer. So nobody should regret for this struggle. We always say we express our sympathy to those who have lost their life, the families of those who have lost their life. But we are showing them that their blood will not be spilled by the Republic of Cameroon for nothing. We must have this independence. Independent of the fact that Atakanji Paul, Ekuma Patrick, the Jume Franklin, the elites, some of the ministers, and the rest, people like Ngolegole Elvis, Elon, Paul, and the rest, they are struggling to kill this struggle, struggling by always for their personal interests. We will tell them no, and we are going to get rid of them. We're going to get rid of them. We have to capture them, put them somewhere that they will never forget that what they were doing is a bad thing. I've never seen a place or a country where people, they fight against their people. They support dictators or oppressors or occupiers to fight against their people. This is happening in Ambazonia. In some hopeless people who are there for their own personal interests. They are struggling with the dictator, Paul Biya, to, kill their own people, cause massacre in Ambazonia, cause genocide. That God will not accept. We will get them. They are still planning now. As I will come to it, I will tell you people. Many things they are planning to do. Watch this video, share. Please forward the video. Those in the diaspora, please, when you watch the video, share the video, call your people back home, give them this information because it is very important. We want to reduce the rate of which innocent lives are being taken away, killed by these dictatorial military men of the Republic of Cameroon. Prince Ayamba is here, Mr. Hopes. I am constantly here to give people hopes. Because as I told you people, hopes is the key of this struggle. If there is no hopes, we will not fight. If there is no hopes, we will not struggle. If there is no hopes, we will not be in BIYA. If there is no hopes, the women cannot stand and shout now and protest that they should stop this war, stop the genocide, and they are even crying. As it is happening now in Bamenda. As it happened in BIYA, economic capital, last week. If there's no hope, people will not stand up against. Everybody will not go and join the self-defense force to fight for his motherland. It's because there's hope. And we are seeing that we are going in the right direction. We've done nothing wrong for the Republic of Cameroon. That they have to declare war on us. On the 30th of November 2017, the wicked dictator Paul Biya declared war on innocent people. And now it's causing massacre. And even the foolish Minister of Communication, Issa Sheruma, expressed his own top feelings that this genocide caused in Menka was just the beginning of the genocide. And he was saying the truth because the genocide is going on. And the international body is just seated quiet, like the United Nations sat quiet and was just looking. People being killed in Ambazonia. This is terrible in modern time. British sat quiet, looking. France just sat quiet. He's encouraging, sending armies. The Chadians are there on the ground fighting for no good reason. They don't even know why they are fighting to defend the dictator. Now they are infiltrating, Assange is infiltrating the MBORORO cattle railers to fight against us, to fight against their own people. But we will say no, because I will talk about it. We cannot fight against ourselves. Ambazonia is one. When we win the war, as we have to win the war and we have to build a strong nation, it's for every person. for the BOROROs, for the NJIKWAs, Bafud, Bangem. It's not for one particular person. It's for everybody. And we must win. So those who are thinking that they can fight against us and they will be free, they will not be free. So change now, change your minds. We'll come together as one and fight this struggle, because we shall be not so long in BIYA. As I am telling people. There is no BORORO in Cameroon. Everybody is AMBAZONIA. There is no Kambe. There is no Tombel. Before being a Tombel, you are already an AMBAZONIA. Before being a BORORO man, FULANIS cattle railers, we are an AMBAZONIA. So you people should not cause confusion there. People should stop attacking the BORORO people. It is not right. The BORORO people should not hear from attacking people, because it's trying to confuse you people. You people will live to regret if you follow up, if you continue with attacking people, because the AMBAZONIA is for all of us. And if you people start behaving like that, people will have the conception that attacking people are bribing people, because you are showing the camps, as we heard. So we are praying that this situation will solve it. Prince Ayamba is here. There are so many things happening. I'm going to give you some headlines of what we have to discuss today, because there are so many, we have recorded so many good, successes this week and the last weekend. So I will talk about all the successes. I'll talk about some, misunderstandings we're having in the struggle, which we have to iron out. Talk about this, British government is now talking. Hey, British government is now talking. They are attacking the British government for the cause of this war, of this problem of AMBAZONIA. Asking them questions. Why did they sign the oil and gas new deal, knowing that Paul Biya is a dictator with a lot of monies inside his bank account, and he signed this deal in order to take again the monies for a personal benefit? I will show you videos. While I'm talking, I'll show you videos and some audios to make things be very, very clear and genuine of what I'm talking. I am not like Isa Shiruma, whose only thing that can come out of his mouth is lies. Lies, lies, lies. Lies without proofs. I will be here. I give you people what is happening directly on ground zero, what people are talking all over the world, what the international body is thinking and saying, and show you videos to prove that what I'm saying is right. We are not people like the CPDM government or the Republic of Cameroon who are full of liars. Everybody is a liar. Everybody is a thief. From the minister to the DOs to the governors, everybody is a thief. Okay. We'll also talk about trade union. Teachers trade union trying to call, protesting, saying certain things. We'll also talk about yesterday, the protest that took place in Bamenda. Women protest in Bamenda, calling for an end to the war, calling for an end to genocide, crying in the street, sharing tears for their loved ones that they have lost. We have many things to say. We have many things to say. We have many things to say. So a lot of successes have been recorded this past week, this week. So Prince Ayamba is here once again today, the 8th, Saturday the 8th of September 2018, to brief you on the happenings and the striking things that are going to happen, that the Republic of Cameroon is going to do. Now it is trying to change the system for the genocide to a different level. So I want to tell the world that they should focus on La Republic, because La Republic wants to use chemical weapons on the AMBAZONIA population. So they should focus on La Republic. The world should come in now. There's no way that when it has happened, then they will start blaming everybody. Information has reached us. I will start with it, so that people should tell their families back home informed mostly the Amba boys and the self-defense fighters of all the counties in northern and southern zones that the Republic of Cameroon La République du Cameroon, under the dictatorship of President Paul Biya, has a plan in a few days or weeks to come to use chemical weapons to eliminate the Ambazonians, mostly the fighters, and the Amba boys, the self-defense fighters. In a breaking news reached my desk yesterday, there was a message from one of the colonels, Ambazonia colonels in La République du Cameroon, who called his brother in the United States of America and told him the plan they are planning to, carry out genocide now with chemical weapons. He says, Ambazonians should take note that La République is going to send now, many Chadians are coming down for the great battle because of the preparation for the, elections that is coming up. And because of our 1st October celebrations. So these Chadians will be dressed with military dresses given by La République du Cameroon. These dresses have been poisoned with chemical weapons, chemical drugs or liquids. The weapons that we have are also having chemical weapons, chemical liquids that with time it will affect the Ambazonians. When Ambazonians will kill or be fighting, capture any of the Chadian armies or the Republic armies, they will seize their dresses, seize their guns, seize their belongings. And when they take it back to the camp or anywhere, with time, mostly if there's a bit of rain or anything, or in the forest where there's humidity, these belongings taken from the army will evaporate the chemical weapons, and it will just kill all the fighters around. Please take this serious. It is yesterday this message reached America, and it also reached us here in Paris. Please take it serious. Send a message. Inform all those on ground zero, all the Commander Ibo, General Field Marshal, everybody, the Tiger, Commander Tiger, those in the Manfred, the Secretary commanders, those in BIYA, Amba boys, commanders everywhere. Please, this information is important. So now when you kill or capture any of the Republic army forces or any person, please don't take his dresses, don't take his properties, burn them directly. It has been poisoned. Burn them. It is important. Mostly, some countries will be affected because mostly in the southern zone around Munya, Ekona, up to Limbe, BIYA, around that area. That is where it will be more effective. And places like Manfred and Bamenda, big towns. Also, the red dragons should take note because this is also for them. So they should take note. When they catch any person, don't use again, burn the properties directly. Please, this information just reached us from a colonel, an Ambazonia colonel. So let me try and see if I can put you the information so that I can hear from the person who got the information and send it to us.
I the back one for groups. Breaking news always me now so serious one from when they send me now way. My one of the colonel when Anglophone we do public military army. So they don't call and say this so they don't call and go for US. Because he use nice most system phone to pass information because they monitor them very badly. Even for the workers say no they did under house arrest now so we know this for worker. So they don't submit it now say they don't try for Friday, we know the and they don't try now for say if you do we know the so that the army they come now, where they come now, like Chadian army them. And they don't take that uniform now, they mix them with chemical. Where army they say the Chadian army said no. So they don't mix that uniform with chemical. And if they are touched, if they are anything they use them like chemical weapon. So now if Okida army them will take the uniform and wear them for skin, automatically they ask you they wearing for or if water touch them, it will mix with our blood, it will kill you silently. So they don't pack you don't call Chris brother for US now, or don't connect now, don't talk with them. They don't tell me say anything where they take out for any army now at the moment, me they burn them immediately. Because Francis discover say even if army never enter before it's not fight. They don't pass the enough for fight. So they use chemical weapon for kill them, you know no solution say what will happen. So if you kill army man, not take your uniform. So they go there, not take your shoes, not even his socks, nothing from him. Even the touch that they use them, when I burn all the thing they all. So, like I say, I want pass our group now. If you get anything with ground zero, any group where you never get information, when I pass information, if you get any command number, you call immediately. Because when the command not get my WhatsApp phone. And they target a corner most like up to Victoria. And then all Fako, because they are at the foot of the mountain. So we must be careful. They will bring down these churches of Fako. They don't bring down the struggle. So the Fako is the target. But the whole Ambazonia land also they are the target. Batibo, today are the target. Red Dragon, they are the target. So I beg, I don't get Red Dragon the contact, but if any person fight with me, Red Dragon, may send them quick. Because there are breaking news they coming now, so in connection with one colonel ready for presidency. They say wait for demission no day, wait for resign no day. So now, Elon we should be careful. Because now is a dying minute for the public. They use the last man standing now for 5 weeks. So we'll be alert. And I'm sure I get that now so. So I gave a call the general now for a corner camp for inform me, maybe at alert. So if I kill any army, me man not touch any property. Even I touch they use them. It be chemically deformed. So I will be careful. I don't get information. No. So I pass no. So we not get no time for loss. Please, wanna be at alert. One for all for one. God be with us.
Thank you, my brother, for sending this information. You know, please forward the information. Call your brothers back home. Tell them about this. Tell them to spread the message as why, you know, as fire in the burning grass in dry season. More information. Striking. They should try, you know, by all possible means, you know, to let this information reach the front of Bafut as quickly as possible. General Jibira Simon sent a strong information or message to the front of Bafut. This message should go as far as possible and as fast as possible to reach the front of Bafut. Not so long from now, La République du Cameroon will come for the elimination of the front of Bafut. For some of the elites of Bafut have told the hierarchy in Yaoundé that the front of Bafut is the one sponsoring and initiating the Amba boys in Bafut. Even if he is doing this, it is a good thing. What did they expect him to do? Every chief is to, you know, protect his community and his people. So the front is doing a good job. Any front and any chief who is against his people, his clan, he will lose his chiefdom or his fondom. So the fond of bad food, you are doing a good job. We congratulate you. But for now, your life is at stake. So we are sending this information to you. And we are proposing to you the fond of bad food that keep up with this spirit and this moral. It is a good thing. And they thought if they have to eliminate the fond of Bafut, it will kill the spirit of the, seven kata fighters in Bafut and other groups around. So we are proposing to you that you should look for a safety place, either to escape very fast before this action is taking place. We are really informing you it is a serious matter. That not long from now, either this week or a few weeks to come, they will come for you. Please, the phone of Bafut, it is important. We are informing you. We are getting good message from the right sources. So try and leave the country, escape, find a way out for the meantime. And you can come back when we have independence. You are a good phone. This is how it's going to happen. The army of the Republic will send some boys, about 4 or 5 boys, to come to Bafut and say they are Amba boys. They will behave as Amba boys who have fought other battles other way or some other counties. So now they are in Bafut. They want to fight with the Bafut people or the 7 kata of Bafut. And they will see the chief. And one of them will eliminate the chief. These boys will be secret police boys from the Republic of Cameroon. So we are begging that the Ambazonians should send this message as fast as possible to reach the front of Bafut. It is very important. His life is at stake. Please, 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 help us and do that. So the front of Bafut should take great care. For the day is coming. They will come to you to confuse you, and finally they will eliminate you. Please, we are begging you. We don't want any of our funds who is helping us in the struggle to be killed by the Republic of Cameroon. Okay. I will try and see I put an audio so that you can hear from our able general, Jimira Simon himself, sending this information.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, General Jimira Simon this. I get some serious information for person around. And any person, everybody will listen to this message. Even me go as far as if you get to the concern. Around the year, for the past days, they talk about form of Bafut. Right now, I talk. Form of Bafut, they go eliminate it because some people with the work of the Republic, with the day for Bafut, Bafut people. They don't talk for the Republic, say they fund for Bafut. Now they initiate this poison, this Amba boys. So the only option, if the YB out, Bafut go cool. So the message right one person now, We know man will take him simple. Man, consider this message serious. If not, before 1 week or 2 weeks time, that phone no go dey again. So I just beg for any man with a listing for this audio, make una send am make e go till e get to the phone of Bafoot. Make him know say e life be at stake. If possible, make e run away. If possible, make e run away. Yes, we no wait any second announcement or whatsoever. If he like, me each run with face wetin we going to be. So I don't just take house and other come with them will be out of this house. For all man for send this message may go far. Yes, the problem we get na same with the kill you. And now how did one kill you? The one kill you put them for his for Amba boys and a group of guys and the dictators enter Bafoot. We do the middle exhibit Amba boy who don't fight from side. Some few they don't separate them don't come for our side. 3 or 4. Now among them 3 or 4 will get for one person. Get for eliminate the chief. So that means the person at the Amba boys and minus the fact that the person at the Amba boys they initiate it, they eliminate it just because they know say they collaborate with Amba boys. So when I take this message very serious, the place I really doing now where I send this message, I just send them because the information comes from me. All those information they were around the year, all those allegations about the phone of Bafoot. Now not the time. When I tell you say me woke up. If you no woke up, you go and think we already put the hand. Yes. But the only thing that I do for talk. So I beg. And if you do talk plenty, I understand. Talk not plenty.
Okay. That was, the information from our able General Jimira Simon. Okay, it should also be noted that hundreds of bees are entering Bafoot presently. All communications, trees should be blocked, used to block the roads in order to prevent this continual entering of military people in Bafoot. They have even cut out communications in Bafoot, as I'm saying. We are reminding the people to leave Bafoot. Every person should evacuate the area because it will not be easy there. Hundreds of trucks of military, evil military forces of the Republic Cameroon are entering Bafoot presently. So everybody should leave to avoid being killed. Please, we are begging you people. You should leave. Give chances to our 7 Kata boys to do that work there. And our self-defense forces, joint self-defense forces of Ambazonia, the blessed self-defense forces of Ambazonia. It should also be noted that a spokesman have a very good, spokesman of the ASC, Ambazonia Self-Defense Council, have a good speech that he made to encourage and to tell the Republic many things. This spokesman, AJLB Jr., says La République are still serious, thinking that Ambazonia will not have independence. So they are trying by all possible means to prevent the independence of Ambazonia. Because they know they will lose everything. They have already lost everything. All the, the exploitation of our petrol, oil, timber, everything, banana, palm nut, gold, diamond, timber, everything that they have been doing it, exploiting it for over 57 years, has come to stop. The Ambazonians are now going to regain everything owned by their land for themselves. No more for France government and La Republic of Cameroon. France government of President Macron and La Republic of Cameroon. All these have stopped. And it will stop forever. Because we must have the independence. He said the Republic government, they are kidnapping principals, doing all sorts of atrocities, killing people, kidnapping students. Atakanji, Paul, Ekeba Patrick, the big head fool, and the rest. They are forming groups with evil intentions, only to try to, bring down the struggle. But he said, no, this can never happen in our land. Ambazonia is for Ambazonians. It will never happen. It will never happen. Let me put an audio. You hear what he said with his own mouth. All this brings hopes and courage to the fighters on ground zero, to all the Ambazonians all over the world. And that is why Mr. Hope is here. Prince Ayamba Lawrence, the son of late Chief, His Excellency Chief Ayamba EO, former SCNC National Chairman, who died. It's here, Mr. Hope, to give people hopes. This struggle, we must reach BIYA. I knew we must reach BIYA. So let me put the audio so that you can hear.
Fellow citizens of Ambazonia, my name is AMBAZONIA, spokesperson for the ASC. Today is the 5th of September 2018. This is an emergency outing. We, in the last 1 week, have seen an unleash of the Republic's greatest killing machinery against the people of Ambazonia. The government of Yaoundé and their beast master, they have sworn that they will not let Ambazonia go. But fellow citizens, I am here today to assure you that at the ASC, we are working hard and our restoration forces are more determined and they are more able and capable to defend our land, to defend you, the people of Ambazonia, and to free our land from every occupation of La République du Cameroon. We will erase every La République symbol, every La République soldier that steps into Ambazonia. I come to you today to let you know that in the last 1 week, La République du Cameroon, in line with school resumption, they have abducted our teachers, they have abducted principals, they have abducted our students, and they are blaming it on our Amba boys, our brave warriors who are laying down their lives to defend you, the people of Ambazonia. We cannot attack the very people we are charged with the responsibility to protect. We cannot attack the very people that we have been assigned to make sure they live in a peaceful homeland and a prosperous nation called Ambazonia. And Tanganji and his boys, his militia groups that he has recruited and equipped, are carrying out atrocities in our land. But we come today to inform you that when you see these boys, call the attention of the ANC and the interim government. They will be put in check. Please, for the safety of your children, this is an emergency. Keep your children at home. it is just going to intensify in the days ahead. We have intercepted intelligence, and we now know that Atanganji and his boys, his fake Amba boys, Atanganji and the likes of the Kema are doing all in their power to keep Ambazonia in slavery. We will not accept, we will not take it, and our soldiers, our restoration forces will fight and fight until the last boot of La Republique soldier leaves the territory of Ambazonia. In Jan alone, our forces resisted and acted in self-defense, brought down more than 60 La Republique soldiers in an ambush. In Bafut, it was the same. Our brave warriors were able to bring down more than 10 La Republique soldiers. I don't want to talk about Bamenda. Yesterday, the 4th in Bamenda, La Republique du Cameroon terrorist soldiers invaded our land. They invaded our territory, invaded our business places, and people were forced to shut down their stores, shut down their businesses. In Kumbu, they invaded and people were forced to shut down their business activities. But our restoration forces were able to stand up to them, and many of them were brought down. So, fellow citizens, when you hear Atanganji go out and tell the world that very soon Amba fighters will be history, he is the greatest liar that has ever lived. Fellow citizens, let this message go to every single home in Ambazonia. For your safety, keep your children at home, because the days ahead are not going to be funny. Keep your children at home. Your children, our children, are the targets of the Republic of Cameroon. They know that with the young generation, Ambazonia will keep on rising, never to fall again. So please, for your safety and your security, keep our kids at home and listen to the instructions of your leaders. When we say there is a ghost town, let everyone stay at home. When we say keep your children at home, keep your children at home for their own safety. At the ASC, our restoration forces are working very hard to track down these fake Amba boys that have been released into our land and territory by Atanganji and the likes of Ekema Patrick. So, fellow citizens, the week that we are getting into now is going to be rough. Gird your loins. Put on your shoes, pull out your swords, and be ready to defend your land, defend your children, defend your women, and defend your girls. We are a people, we are a nation, and nobody will take this away from us. Nobody will take it away from us. Our boys, our girls, our restoration forces are up to the task. Support them wherever and whenever you see them, so that Ambazonia can become the free nation, a prosperous nation, and the nation we all want to live in for the rest of our lives. God bless you and remain safe. Once more, it's AJ Junior for the ASC, the Ambazonia Self-Defense Council. Long live Ambazonia and short live the revolution. God bless you.
Thanks very much, my brother. You have got the information. Stay focused. Prepare that the days ahead will be so difficult. Prepare now, because it will not be easy. We are going to be in BIYA, so it will not be easy. La Republic is doing all what it can do in order to bring us back, but we say no. Using our own people to fight against us. But in this generation, those type of things will not happen. It has been happening in the past, because the French government have been, encouraging leaders in Africa to put their own people to fight against them, to cause confusion, so that French government gain grounds and exploit the resources. But in our case, it will not happen. We are going to bring out all those black legs and those fake Amba boys. We will catch them. We will show them what it means by Gary, or kill them, to eliminate them at once and for all. We are serious. If you know you are a fake boy, just go and drop your guns. Take your guns, hand them over to the real Amba boys, and tell them you are with them, because we will come for you. We are serious. We are not joking. You cannot run. Nothing can be hidden under the sun. You should know that. Okay. There is also an able general or commander, Tiger of Batibo. He came out in his video with a strong message telling the Republic government that he is still alive because they made fake, announcement that the Republic government has killed him. But he said he traveled, that he's back, and the Republic government will see there will be no elections, there will be no schools in the northwest zone of Ambazonia. It says he has been a strong army fighting with the Republic Cameroon, but he deflected and joined Ambazonia because he saw that Ambazonians are fighting for their right cause. The land is their land. So he decided to leave the Republic of Cameroon and joined Ambazonia. He says he will fight and fight and fight and see that Ambazonia is free. He is having a son, a child, with an Ambazonia girl. He has lived all his life in Ambazonia. He was trained in Kutaba. He knows the military tactics, and he has trained his boys in, Batibo, and said most of these guys who are fighting now being trained, they are trained by the Republic armies who have defected, and now they are there with people like, groups like the Red Dragons and others. That no medicine can fight the battle. It's technique. They have given them, trained them with the real, military techniques that they gathered from the Republic of Cameroon when they went to, their courses in Kutaba. That the very military course or training they have in, in the Republic is a very military training that Ambazonia self-defense forces are having now. So he said no elections. Furthermore, in another video, he said, as from the 16th of September 2018 to the 10th of October 2018, that there will be no circulation of vehicles along the Manfe Kumba, along the Manfe Bamenda Ekok road. That he is going to block the road. There will be no circulation. That any person who tries, he should know that he will have it difficult on his hand. That he and his boys are going to block the roads. There will be no circulation, no elections, no schools. He is serious on what he's saying. So I will put the video so you hear what Commander Tiger of Batibo said himself.
Yeah, fellows Ambazonians, good morning. I salute all the commanders of Ground Zero. I be the Commander Tiger report. Now breaking news. On the 16th of this month, so the 10 October, no moto no waka. Still no moto no waka again. So there is no other camp. From Bamenda to Manfe, Ekok, Nigeria. No motor no going to trespass for road again. On the 16th of this month, so take 10 October. No motor no go move again. Because me, I go walk road hostage. If any motor there with me, he go regret why. And the back, my way get my message. Me forward them right far. Me go, me the message go right far. Me the message go right far. I salute my general them. Down zero. One for over. Salute them. Thank you now for the message. Short one bound on that. No election. No school. Goodbye.
That is General Tiger or Commander Tiger in Batibo. I will put another video where he talks. He is alive. He is not dead, as La Republic, the Cameroon government feels.
Yes, fellow Ambazonians. Now good morning. Yes, from Ground Zero, Batibo. Commander Tiger. They don't announce my death. I don't die. I mean this alive. The real military. I don't work for La Republic. I'm military for La Republic. But she will be able to do. Me and the Anglophone. I'm the Anglophone boy. Mr. Malima. They are only. I'm the people tone. And if you see Anglophone, they die. As she don't for the say because me I gave the king for Ambazonia land to Anglophone girl. I get to go help them to save this nation. Mr. BIYA is sending message for you. Enough is enough. Don't show say me, I don't witness them. For all the time the way you don't send me some go fight there. I don't see them always to where the Ambazonia boys don't do it. They don't decide to me I will come back and fight with them. I can join them. So I made this for the Ground Zero for Batibo, the Commander Tiger, who are the year. Yes, I want to give a message say as soon as I don't die, I need this alive. If I don't live all these days around, I don't want to tell nothing. And because I will travel, I don't come back. So no one of my boys, no man will dive my camp as you see them. So no man will dive my camp. I be military. I don't work for shape pay for your own day. I don't be trained. I be trained for Kutaba. I give my class them when I wait there one day. I give my class them where they work on Samba. I give my class them over for some. They know me. When you say military, I don't come for Ground Zero for Ambazonia land to fight with them because they will save this nation. They fight for the truth. To Roma, NJIKWA, Mr. BIYA, don't lie yourself. Don't lie yourself because the truth now is. And the truth is for Amba land. And the truth is Papa God from heaven will save that Amba people them. Will save the nation for Amba land. Enough is enough for them. Whether Toroma will let it go up. Whether NJIKWA let it go up. Will tell and say that day for election. It not take place so family a day. So family a day for Amba land for Ground Zero, yeah. So I don't care we can't save the land. I'll be pitching for that side for government for their own day. So keep it on. When you see Mbo, you travail à gare présidentielle à Yaoundé. J'ai mes collègues qui me connaissent très bien. They know me very well. They can go phone, So I want to tell my friends and my brothers them. I will know it to fine for you. We no plan a pass with northwest and southwest. Because we to don't prepare for them this time around. It could be a new, it could be a wait where they never see them. Any army, be gendarme, police. You know it to find this time around. We no pass between northwest and southwest. Because special for Batibo, na Mr. said the Commander Tiger. If I won't route, I'm ready to come. I say the inter so they not go back again. I say I'm ready inter they not go back again. But we get sense. Be wise from now. The training where we don't train for Kutaba. And the very training where we don't train now. And no other training them. But I want to tell and say the Almighty God and His solution this. Muna kill na God for them. Go ask forgiveness for God. We will see how we will do this thing. Midday fine. Then Mr. BIYA, I'm not thinking the negotiation will be because if you don't liberate all our convicts for Konengi, for Bamenda, for all the prisoners where you don't lock them, Now say no less than 50-day fine for it. The Ambazonia defense forces them. That boy the way they say they carry medicine. Look the medicine they carry them. And because they fight for it. That's for this thing. You know, see them? They fight for this thing. If you be born for this land, you want to fight people for this land. Now say you can't die. Me, they not born me for this land. But I trust for it, for Bible, for God. Because God does say, don't do bad for not bad. Mr. BIYA, we don't declare war for Ambazonia them. Me, I don't work for military for long. I don't she don't say me, I can't save the nation for Ambazonia. Yeah, I don't come. And me be the tiger, Commander Tiger from Batibo. I will want all the military them. My no one has my court a hate and go mess with Nigeria. If you enter Batibo, you will hear me. I said 1st October and 7th October. You could be at the highest level I never hear them. I talk to the military now, so I just the military. If you get sense, no pastor, no west, pastor west. Not even because I made that step. If they say no, deny. Because me, tiger, when I don't die. I don't travel, I don't come back. As I come back, all things go bad and bad. And then after my mommy for ground zero, no worry. We dey have to protect you now. Papa them, we dey have to protect you now. Our brothers, we dey have to protect now. Now she done, the fight don't finish. We will end the fight because me, I promise you now. Me, that people that be sent for military for the Republic, you don't come back on our land back. We can't save you now. I go save you now. I get all the military attack them. All the secret. I know all the secret they for military. I will show them how they go end up Batibo. And me they go meet up for me they go to for baby Elon. Batibo na military them where they did in Ambazonia they now so. Baby Elon are the same. Mountain are the same. All over Ambazonia are the same. And military they want now. No be na see Amba boys them. The matter of mercy, whether boy they put on skin, na see mercy, na intelligent. Na intelligent. I don't be trained for Kutaba. Then I make this home come back. So I will say my mommy and my papa.
Okay, that was our able general or commander Tiger, who said everything concerning himself and said what is going to happen. He said no election, no elections, no person should pass, no military man should enter. If you enter, you don't go back. They should take note. We are serious. They declare war on us. They thought we would be afraid, but we told them we are like the Israelis. God is in the battle. We are fighting the battle ordained by God. We can never give up the fight. We will fight and fight and fight. And finally, if we don't succeed, we will cross to La Republic. So that we can also cause genocide in La Republic, as they have caused and are causing genocide in Ambazonia, killing innocent people. If they don't think twice and now, that is what we are going to do. We will enter La Republic, go directly to Yaoundé, disguise and bomb every place right up to Tuzi. Bomb every place, Ablima. Bomb every place. Nkoteng. Bomb every place. The whole of a source. Bomb every place. We will bomb right up to, you know, Eteya. Everywhere we bomb. We don't care. If they don't think now and surrender, it will be dangerous in the future. It will be very, very dangerous. So, La Republic, this is a warning from Prince Ayamba to you people. Come to the table. Release all our, you know, our leaders that have been caught. All those who have been caught in prison, put in prison. BBC Mancho, Tenteres, and the rest. Release all of them. Withdraw your armies. Withdraw your administrators. Every person. Go to a foreign land. We meet people in a foreign land. Call international, you know, supervisors. They come and supervise. We carry out genuine and authentic, you know, debates, and we come out with a solution for our separation, so that people can have peace. Because without us being independent, you people will never have peace. This is Prince Ayamba telling people out of the bottom of the south, out of the highly physiological thought of human beings who are fighting for their independence. So this is a strong message to La Republic of Cameroon. Because you have people are looking at it, taking it lighter now. But in the weeks and the months to come, La Republic of Cameroon will feel the heat of the battle. they declare on us, they will feel the heat. We are not playing, we are serious on what we are saying. Okay. It should also be noted that Furawa is the first land of the Ambazonia which have totally been freed from the occupier of forces of the Republic of Cameroon and administration. The Sokadef able, self-defense forces of Akwanka, Dr. Akwanka, under General Nyanti, has totally freed this land. It is governed by Ambazonia, no more by the Republic of Cameroon. So this is the first county, through our first county to be free by our self-defense forces, Sukadef. It is totally in control by the Ambazonians. All the offices, all the police stations, they are owned by the Ambazonians now. It is the first country to be free, So I will see if I can put you on audio. You hear what General Nyanti or the reports that comes from that area.
It is hereby accepted, agreed upon that the first land, the first of its kind to be conquered and set free for Ambazonia today is the land of Furawa, under the auspices of the highest order of the Chief of Staff of Sokadef, Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga. And I am hereby announcing that Furawa is the first land to be conquered, first of its kind to be conquered, to be set free for Ambazonia. And hereby our offices are set there. We have taken over the Gendarmerie Brigade, and we're taking over the command of that area, and it is now declared that Furawa is now set free to Ambazonia, land conquered by no other than the superior forces of Sokadef. So this battle is on, and we'll fight it to the limit. Now we have the land in hand, and we have the land entitled to it as belonging to Ambazonia, and so we station there and we move forward. So congratulations to the almighty forces of Ambazonia. Congratulations to His Excellency Ebenezer Akwanga. Congratulations to the highest office of the Revolutionary High Command, Defense Council. Furawa is now set free and free it is. So we have set one land free, and we have conquered it, and we have settled there. Let's move on. Thank you. This is General Nyenti speaking.
Okay, you have heard. Fuawa is already a free county. Okay. It should also be noted that on Monday the 3rd of September, the 7 Qatar Restoration Forces of Bafut captured the Gendarmerie Brigade in Ayati. Bafut neutralized them and brought down a tower which was built to mount a machine gun. The position was so strategic that they could use to wipe out all the Bafut from the top of the hill. That is why they went there and mounted that pyramid, or mounted a monument there that will put the machine gun there, which is facing down the county of Bafut, so that in time to come they will have to just wipe down all the insurgents. But fortunately, the 7 Qatar boys have destroyed that monument, as it is said or reported from the IGASC spokesman. In the fight, in the Bafut fighters, 7 Qatar were angry when the military, the Bafut fighters, 7 Qatar, were angry when the military men of the Republic of Cameroon arrested the principal of PSS and many students, and they had the principal well beaten, wounded everywhere. The fighters were angry and attacked the military camp and the Janam stations, killed and took away guns and brought down the flag of the Republic of Cameroon and raised that of Ambazonia and blocked the roads. Very soon I'll put you an audio you hear from someone who was saying this. It should also be noted that the fund of Bafut have been released after staying 1 day in detention. Contacting the 7 Qatar Restoration Forces, they had this to say: His Majesty the Fund of Bafut was interrogated for hours on his role in a meeting with the Republic officials at his residence. He was later released with an ultimatum to stop with immediate effect any such meetings with the occupier, or lost his respect. The Restoration Forces says they are monitoring him. So I will put an audio you will hear where an eyewitness is saying concerning the incidents that took place in Bafut.
Sila,
is that people don't understand. Do you know why Bafut was held yesterday? Bafut was instead held yesterday because the military entered in PSS to Bafut to be principal, chaplain, and school students. When they were going out, they alerted the Ambas. That's what has just happened. Because people started saying that Amba was taking it, so as a head, they were very angry, and that's why they came out in Bafut. They came out and blocked all military camps and said the military must provide the principal of PSS Bafut and other people. So as they noticed now that they allowed the chaplain and 2 other students, they come back to school, they took the principal in different direction. You need to see that man, remember, that beating that man, they cut him everywhere. Yeah, now the Amba is very angry. That's why Amba was just bringing out military anyhow on Bafut, because they used Amba's name to lie. Amba did not kidnap any person. It was the military that did it. Another proof is today. Today they went to St. Paul's. They took a teacher from there. On going now, one of them, their badges fell. So as they left now, the students picked the badges, and the badges have on it Lieutenant Colonel, and then the person's name is there. Can you imagine? And then they say it's Amba. That's why Amba is very angry and it's against them.
Okay, that is it. You've heard from one witness who is saying everything that happened in Bafut. Okay. We should also bring some few happenings, you know. On the 4th of September 2018, the confrontation between the Amba boys and the Republic Cameroon forces, evil forces in Bamenda, led to many, you know, workers of the MTN office in mile 4, or excuse me, in mile 2, Kwen, as the workers slept on the floor in their offices, hiding, panicking as a result of, you know, the serious gunshots. It was not easy in Bamenda. Even even all the shops were closed. Everybody was, you know, panicking, and they was running up and down in Bamenda. It was not easy. So I will show you photos how the MTN workers were hiding under their, you know, their tables in the office as a result of panic during the confrontation between able self-defense forces and the evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon. Here you can see the pictures. All of them are down, hiding, panicking. That is the effect of wars. That was on the 4th in Bamenda, where there was heavy confrontation between the Amba fighters and La Republic evil forces. You can see the pictures. It was not easy in Bamenda, but we recorded a lot of victory. Everybody slept on the ground. Even the security force, their own security, there in the MTN, slept on the ground. That is it. Okay, I told you people, there are so many information, so many, you know, precautions to be taken, and that is it. I'm putting it. You people should share and share. Click the share button. Click the share button. Click the share button. Share and share and share, please. So that this information, all this information will reach the people down on ground zero. It is for, you know, security purposes. Prince Ayamba Lawrence is here to give people these informations. Mr. Hopes is here for you people. All the ambassadors on ground zero. Hopes. We must be in Boya. We must be in Boya. We must be in Boya. Hope is the key of our struggle. It should also be noted that on the 6th of September, in Yaoundé, a young military man, boy, who was going to work, and he was just making his phone call in English, greeting his people back in Ambazonia. This man was shot down by the forces of the Republic, evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon in Yaoundé. He was shot down by the secret police people in Yaoundé. You can see how now, as I'm telling you, even in the Republic of Cameroon, those ambassadors who are there, they are not safe. They are not safe. They don't want to even hear somebody speaking English. So nobody should even think about federation anymore. We are just for independence. All federalists should come and join the struggle. Let's fight for this independence. All the lawyers should come and join. Let's fight for this independence. We are fighting for the future generation. We are not fighting for ourselves. We are fighting for the future generations. We are not fighting for ourselves. Federalism has been a failure. We've struggled for it for years. Please, 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 everybody should join the struggle now. This is the time. Let me show you the picture of the young man who was shot down in Yaoundé because he is speaking English there in Yaoundé. Let the world know. Let the world know. That even in La République Cameroon, you cannot even speak English anymore. You cannot even speak English in La République Cameroon. Once you are speaking English, you will be shut down. This is a picture of the young man. He was shot down in Yaoundé on the 6th of September 2018. He was a first man going to work, calling people back home, speaking in English, greeting them. He was shot down by secret police. You can see his phone beside him. May his soul rest in peace. People who are there in the Republic of Cameroon, Ambazonians who are there should take care. Take care the way you do your things. Take care, because you are in an enemy country. You should take great care, please. You are even the people who are now having more risks than those who are in Amba's land. We are begging people, take care. We don't need that they should kill our people like that. We are begging people. Okay. We will also, or I will also bring you some great achievement by the Commander Tiger again. In the Central Barracks in Batibo, you know, his school, or the school, Amba school, is going on. Ambazonia Primary School is going on, functioning very well. So this is a great success in Batibo. The students, or let me say the people, they are learning Anglo-Saxon, you know, culture of education and Anglo-Saxon principles. This is a success. So I will just show you a short video so that you can see how the people are there, young people, they are learning in their class room. We must have our independence. We must be free. Our students must be free.
Yes, this is the Commander Tiger, Central Barrack, Batibo. As you can see, we already started our own school. Ambazonia Defense Force have started our own school. Right now, I'll be going in the class. You should see how the children are in the class. What we are doing here. We have this class 1. This class 1, yeah. This class 2. And this one is class 3. As you can see, the Ambazonia Defense Force, who our children have to be learning what will be in future tomorrow. As you can see, what I will be teaching. For the security purpose, you people cannot see the madam. There's the madam. They seem like this. So these are the children in the class. Ambazonia Defense School in Amba land, Batibo Central Barrack. Commander Tiger. These are my children. Teaching them what. Now we're not going in nursing. We're not on nursing school. Yes. This nursing school. Wow. These are the children in Central Barrack that are training them how to. The madam, the madam, security purpose, you will not see that the so that's how we're taking here in Batibo Central Town. So this is the nursing school. I've started training. Amba school in Batibo. I've started. As you can see, this Amba school in Batibo that I've started. As you can see, I'm not going out. Yes. So as you can see, the children are still coming to class. There's Batibo. Batibo Central Town. These are the flag. This is our flag. This is our flag. This is our flag in our school. This is a school. The children in the class. Yes. So each zone and each town should do the same, like Batibo, and we shall win this fight. Thank you.
Okay, that was it. Success, success, success. Bringing hopes to the Ambazonians. We shall be in BIYA. Even though the ups and downs, but we know our focus is BIYA. We must be in BIYA. Ambazonia is winning big time. Okay. We will come also to talk a bit about the MBORORO and the NJIKWA in MOMO, conflict. There has been an, misunderstanding between the MBORORO farmers, cattle farmers, and the self-defense forces. As we would say, we don't know if they were fake or they were real self-defense forces, because findings now, we are making findings to come out with the real facts that happened before this conflict took place. Because we know Atakanji Paul has infiltrated, some self-defense forces, because he has created his own fake self-defense forces. And I'm quite sure it is perhaps these fake defense forces who are attacking the, MBORORO Fulani cattle railers in MOMO. And perhaps he has also infiltrated the MBORORO population and paid them monies, confused them in order to fight and betray the Amba boys. But we are praying and begging the MBORORO population and the NJIKWA population in MOMO division, in MOMO County, to be calm. The interim government is making investigation and trying to see that this problem will be solved, because Ambazonia is an Ambazonia. There is no MBORORO, there is no Batibo, there is no, all of us are Ambazonians. There is no Kambe, there is no Ulukum, there is no Bamenda, there is no Kumba, there is no Chiko, no Limbe, no Ekogno, Nchang, Eyanchang. In the revolution, it is a revolution for everybody. So we should beg and pray that you people should not be fighting among yourselves. We are one. We must have independence. I will be one. Even if Atakanji is struggling to bring disunity, even if a Kebapati is struggling to bring disunity, Even if Franklin is struggling to bring disunity, they will all fail because we will get all the boys, fake boys, we will get them with time. So we are begging the Boro people to be just calm, and the people in NJIKWA, because of the mix-up, we are begging them that findings are being made, and we'll try to see to solve this problem. And let them forget about Takanji, because Takanji is doing everything for his personal benefit. He's not doing it for you. He will make people will start fighting and kill their people, and he is there taking huge sum of money from the Republic of Cameroon. Monies all the Ambazonians who feel they can support the Republic, and those La Republic citizens who gave a lot of money for humanitarian aids and to build schools are charging, are taking all the money and put it inside his pocket, and he's going round and round bribing, people, because he is having that bribing, tendency in his blood, as the people of La Republic are having. Bribing people, to fight against themselves. The earlier you are wise, MBORORO people, the earlier you are wise, NJIKWA people, self-defense forces or the fake self-defense forces, the earlier you are wise, don't take money from Attack people. You kill yourself for nothing. Attack people is becoming richer and richer because of the war. He's fighting for his interest, not fighting for you people. He's fighting for his interest, and Bob has to give him more monies. If people are even capable, catch Attack people and kill him, because he's causing confusion in between you people. We must have the independence. So we are just begging that there should be peace there. There should be no fighting, and we will come and see how to solve the problems. The IG is working hard on it, and the rest of the self-defense forces. So God bless all the BORORO people, give you long life, protect your properties, stay calm, don't listen to Attack Paul. Also those in NJIKWA, you people, you should, stay calm and try to cooperate. Okay, there is also a very, 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 very important information where the people in Tombel should take note. The information is very, very important, and they should take it serious and know what to do, because there are some evil people, evil elites from the Kupamanguba country, who are just there in Yaoundé for their personal interest. They don't care about the citizens of Kupamanguba. They are instead sending armies to come and kill the citizens for their personal interests. There are no roads leading to the country. No health care facilities. No drinkable water. Nothing. These people have been there for years and years in Yaoundé, filling their pockets and enjoying themselves with the dictatorial regime of the Republic of Cameroon. And now they are planning to come and kill more people. This is very, very important information. Try to forward the information. Share. Click the share button. Forward the information. Let me tell you, the final message to the Tombel people, as one of the elites from Tombel and from Kupamanguba sent to us, that we should send the information very fast, that the self-defense forces should take great measure towards people like Elvis Ngole and others and other elites who are going to handle the forthcoming elections. It should be noted that even Ngole is just a figurehead who shall be put there. But the man who is in the going to penetrate the Bakosi land in southern Ambazonia is Elon Paul Che. Elon Paul Che must be brought to order, must be arrested and killed. His eyes must be burst before even the elections, because he is planning precisely to come to Tombel he has given a lot of money to bring it to Tombel. And he wants to come to Tombel and recruit a fake Amba group in Tombel and in other areas. At this time, towards the elections, he will come and, you know, instruct, confuse the boys with monies that he wants to recruit them. He wants to give them job, and this job will be military job, so that they can go in front as fake, you know, Amba boys to fight against the Tombel self-defense forces. So I am telling you people that don't take their monies, don't take the monies from Elon Paul share, because this money has been poisoned by the grandmaster who came. Every money you take, no, you will die. He wants to come and encourage the population, confuse the population with monies, because when elections are coming, this is always what they do. Like public, we are used to the system. That is what they do. Then you will find among yourselves. After that, they will kill you people who he gave people these monies. Please take note. Elon Paul will be coming to Tombel any time from now to form a team which he will give them the satanic money blessed by the grandmaster. The truth is that any person who will take this money will die. He will tell the boys he wants to give them a job, and they will be like a military, that will be like a military job, ordering them to go and fight Amba boys. And after fighting them, these same boys who are paid will be killed in order to wipe out any trace in future, you know, investigations. Because all these things will be investigated with time by international communities, human rights activists, Human Watch, and the rest. This will also happen in Bangem and other places. They will propose a job, which is a military job, which will be going on in Bangem, and in that light, they will send people to the forefront to go and try to fight the Amba boys. You fight their own brothers. So we are telling people there, please don't take the monies. Don't hear from Elon Paul or Ngole or any person, because the truth is that they will kill you after this. Watch out. Don't hear from these people. They have satanic inspiration in them. They are in secret societies. When they talk, it seems as if they confuse you. They're using just magic on you. Don't listen anymore to them. They are making themselves rich and their family rich. You are suffering. The word to your wife is sufficient. They will be coming not long from now, either 1 week time or 2 weeks time. Elon Paul will be coming to Tombel. Please drive him, catch him, and beat him up. Lock him, tie him, bust his eyes, cut his hands, kill him, burn his house, burn all the houses in the village. They are burning all the houses of the other people. Let me see if I can put an audio so that you can hear what the Elite himself said. The Elite himself, who is there in the Republic of Cameroon, said.
My fellow brothers and sisters, I did not have the mind to talk, but I have to talk because of a series of things that are going on and things that are not good. Not that Some of us in Douala, in Yaoundé, we sit and then we watch. We are not watching, but we are with you in mind. But anyhow, sometimes when something is too much, I think everybody have to stand up. This struggle of Ambazonian people is a struggle of everyone, and even is a struggle that is going to help the La Republic people if they wish. But if anybody want to sacrifice or use the opportunity of the struggle to position himself in a way, this one, some of us, we say it will not work. Because on the other hand, we were thinking that some of our big men that we have, that they cannot talk because of the atmosphere in which they are living, because right now some of them cannot travel outside. But some evil is coming right inside now that some of us will not welcome. This message goes to mostly my fellow brothers and sisters around the Tombel and so. The so-called elite. I know I'm elite also, but there's a little difference if I may look around how people do behave. Golongo and the rest are, and how do they call him? The man Umboya, they are those who are going to handle the issues of election campaign in the southern zone. But on the other hand, Golongo is just a figurehead, but somebody somewhere has to play the role, and this man is Elon Paul Che. Something is happening that I never thought is going to happen. But now I cannot sit down and watch certain things. If they like, they suspect me that I'm the one talking, but I have to talk because it's not good, and that is evil. I would not like to sit down and watch my fellow brothers dying. Anyway, this is somebody who has not even helped somebody in his family, and right now he has been given a sum of money to go around, since Ngolengole is afraid to come around Tombel, but he wants to penetrate somewhere, somehow, we don't know. I know any time from now, the man will appear in Tombel with a sum of money, and he wants to recruit some of our guys in Tombel around this area. I don't know where, but anytime I will have the right information, I'm going to give to you people. Now, we don't know, nobody knows a number of armies that were killed in Tombel, and the army is unable to kill or to do anything to the Amba boys. So now, any army killed, these people have to revenge by killing any civilian if they cannot kill the Amba boys. And now the army doesn't have a chance even to kill a civilian in Tombel as they are doing in other places. So they want to set up now a team, and this team is going to be set up by Elon Paul. I don't know how he's going to do it. So he's coming to Tombel. He will come to Tombel at any time from now with a sum of money to start giving the guys. And any guy who will take this money, believe me, you are taking your death, because he will propose you a job, and this job will be like a military job, whereby you people will be sent to go and fight the Amba boys, to kill them, and later killing them, know that the army will kill you also. So that is the plan now. I don't know who are those in Tombel, but if I find out, I will let you people know. And maybe he even wanted to go up to Bamenda, but we don't know. So we're still watching. And every time I have the information, I will let you people know. I want to know the sum of money he proposed everybody around the area who is going to be a fighter. They will tell you that they want to recruit people in the army job. And this army job is for you to come in and be in the forefront to go and fight the Amba boys. So watch out. Watch out. Everybody who takes Elon Sports money, you are taking your death. Has he ever at any one point helped anybody around Tombel? I don't know where he lives. So that is the game. I don't know what interest he's having on this. Nobody knows. But he promised the Yaoundé that he is going to lay hands of about 25 to 30 persons. And this figure I know already, but I don't know the names. And anytime, anyhow, he's going to come around in Tombel. And that is his mission, to come and give some money to some boys. And so far, you take this money, whether when they propose to you, and if you know the idea, if you don't abide to this idea, see the idea is already in you, and even if you refuse, the military is coming around and they will going to slaughter all of you, so that the plan should not be held by any other person. So I would not like my fellow brothers and sisters to die like fowls, and as they are doing, it's the same thing they did in whether in Penang or where around Bamenda. So this is the very thing that Elon is going to organize in Tombel. Have a nice day. If those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Those who have eyes to see, let them see.
You have heard from the elites themselves, the meeting they held, he is telling now people what is going to happen. Okay, please, people in Tombel, take note. People in Kupe, take note. Be prepared. If he comes, just catch him and kill him. Don't even say you are carrying him. No, just kill him. It's an evil in our society. Kill him. All these people should be killed. Try to use other powers to neutralize the armor power, the reciprocation powers. Try to use other powers of the land, please, on these people. Because since this struggle started, none of these people have been caught. None of them have been killed. Because the Grandmaster who came has given them the powers. So people should try to use other powers of the land to try and stop these people from causing genocide in our land. Please, I'm begging people in Tombel, people in Manfe, my able people in Bamenda, all over the AMBAZONIA territory. Please, try to do something, use the powers of, the land to put down these Amba people. Kill them, catch them and kill them. These people, Tametano and the rest. All those people that are in secret societies, kill them. If not so, they will be killing our people day in, day out. I am begging you people, do this for me. For the sake of God. Kill these people. They are bad in the society. They are not even the Republic that is fighting us, killing us. They are the people killing us. Please do something. Okay. There was also some good news. A truck full with military men from La Republic of Cameroon had an accident. A truck full with military men were going to secure the Prime Minister's house, Philemon Yang, in Oku Valley, had an accident. 5 military men died at the spot and about 20 seriously injured. Information reaching us is that La Republic of Cameroon sent these military men to come to Oku to cause massacre, to terrorize the population, burn villages, but this secret leaked in advance. So the boys, 7 different boys, they set the trap on the road, and the truck came and fell in the trap, and was a serious accident. There was a serious accident. 5 military men died at the spot, and many are in the hospital, seriously injured. And I'm praying that all of them should die, because these people are evil. So this was a good job done. This was a good job done by the boys there in Oku. You people know you have been suffering for years and years in the hands of the Republic. Even the nurse, when they put a chemical weapon, it killed most of you people. Most of your family died. The animals died. Everything died. You people should not forget that. Any person that comes to you people don't hear, even with monies, catch them and kill them. Burn the minister's house, burn the prime minister's house, burn all the houses. They have burned all the houses in their villages. Why should their own house be there? Burn everything down. Ayamba Lawrence in Paris is saying this. Burn these houses down. They have burned all our villages. Send all our children, mothers, and fathers. They are in the refugee camps. Kill the rest. Cause genocide everywhere. And they are continuing. Sending our own people to come and fight against us, our allies and the rest. To come and encourage that we should be killed. Burn their houses. Kill them. If you have a way, go to Yaoundé. Go to Douala. Go look for them. Kill them there. Kill them. Burn their houses even there. Excuse me. That was it. So it was a good job. They should even die. All those who are in the hospital who have had the accident, the military men, they should, I'm praying that they should all die. They should all die. Yes. That was a very good job by the Amba boys who set that trap and they came and fell in. Because they can come, they thought they want to come and do cause, you know, genocide on the Oku people. But the Oku people told them, we have our land. We know our land. You cannot come there and do anything. It should also be noted that there was a deadly accident. First of all, let me show you the picture of the accident that took place, where they were trapped by the forces of the self-defense forces, and their car or the truck has an accident. Let me show you the pictures. You can see here, this is a truck that fell. The trap was set and it went down the wreck. Good job. These are pictures. That is a truck, the military truck full with people. Any truck that will come to Ambazonia will have an accident. We will do them. The greatest thing that they have never seen in their life. They want to come and kill us. They will all have an accident on the way and die. Those are pictures. Look at them. The cops, they died. That's good. Good job. Good job. They think they will come and kill us. They are dying. We will see if they will not surrender and escape from our land. Look at them. That's good. You want to kill and come and kill people in their own land. That is it. Very good. Those are pictures. You can see for yourself. Those are nice pictures. Look at his eye like a witch. You want to come and kill people in their own land. You will be killed very soon. Good job. Yes. That was a very good job done. Pictures, accident. Military people, they will suffer in their hands. They will suffer in their hands. Those are all pictures. You can see them. Death. That's good. That saves people right. Okay. It should also be noted that there was a fatal accident at the, Yaoundé, Douala Yaoundé Road Highway, where a bus had an accident, collision with a military hardware vehicle carrying, equipment towards Douala, which is leading towards the southern zone of Ambazonia, bringing military equipment to come and kill. Preparation for, the killing that they are going to take place during the elections. But unfortunately, they had an accident and they have to, you know, cost the life of many of the citizens of La Republic of Cameroon. That is good. Their population also will be reducing. They are killing our people, but we are praying, and naturally, an accident, other things are happening in their land. I will show you also pictures of this accident where the military boss, the military, have an accident with a bus, and many La Republic citizens were killed. Okay, you can see, this is it. That is the vehicle that had an accident. That is the vehicle. Had an accident with a military, you know, hardware carrying ammunition towards the southern zones of AMBAZONIA. And look at how many of their citizens were killed. They are killing us in a war. God is making them also dying in accident. That is good. Their own population will also reduce. That is a good job. See so many people killed in the accident by the military truck that was carrying ammunition to bring to AMBAZONIA. That is it. Okay. The evil that men do, live after them. It should also be noted that 4 of those PSS Bafut students that were arrested or kidnapped have been released. Thanks be to God. God is great. Because the Republic government is a very wicked government. When they kidnap you like that, they can kill you. That is why they tortured, you know, the principals. But, you know, 4 students were released. We will know because they will tell us what happened with them. And why they are released and the others are not yet released. They will say it. So I will put the picture and you'll see the 4 students who were released by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon after being kidnapped from school. These are the 4 students, PSS, Batibo, that were released after being kidnapped by the Republic of Cameroon forces. The world should see. They will talk. They will be interviewed and they will talk what happened with them and the rest of the people who are still there, the rest of the students. You can see for yourself. The world should see. The Republic of Cameroon kidnapped students, kill, you know, principals, kidnap, you know, headmasters. For the past week, it has been so dangerous in schools. Many headmasters, principals have been kidnapped, been beaten. This is order from Yaoundé. This is order from Atanganji Paul. This is order from Ekama Patrick. This is order from people like Njume Francis. That is it, they are in the campus. Students were kidnapped. Okay. Thank be to God that these 4 children were released. Thank be to God, we are happy. People, you stop going to school. School is not good when there's war. You can see that the armies are kidnapping you people. We tell you people to stop going to school. You don't want to stop going to school. Now they come to dormitories and kidnapping people. Please stop going to school. We are in a war. They are planning to kill so many. About 100 students are planning to kill. That is the message that is reaching us. Okay, we continue. There are so many good things today. Good news, good news, good news. Which are entering, reaching me. So many good news. Protests also, protests, good news and protests. Okay, the PCC authority, Presbyterian authority, has decided to close down all the schools in the northern and southern zones because of insecurity. All the schools have decided to close down all the schools as a result of the last few days. Many principals have been arrested, been beaten. Students have been arrested, been beaten. So they have decided to close down their schools till further notice for security purposes. That they call on the government to take measures to protect the students. But the reverse is happening. The government they call is just sending, military people to come and arrest the principals. Beat them, torture them, wound them, kidnap them, arrest the students, kidnap the students, and they are preaching people should go to school. In a time of war, there is no school. Please, parents should keep their students at the home. Keep their children at home. You are sending your children to school, they'll go and kill them, they'll rob them in mouth, they'll rape them. Keep your children back at home. Please, this is the most dangerous moment in time of everybody's life when there's war. What does it mean by school? When you go to school and they have to kill you. Please, we are begging the fathers and mothers to keep their children back at home. Don't send them to school. You will waste your money to send your children to school. They go and kill their children. They will take the very money to pay for school fees and buy weapons and send the armies, put petrol in their vehicles to come and kill people. Please don't send your children to school. I'm begging you. Prince Amba is begging you people. We are doing all this is for your future generation. It's for the betterment of you people. We are begging you. Okay. As I said, good news, good news, good news. The generals of 7 Qatar restoration forces received 4 defected forces of the Amba origin who are in the Republic of Cameroon military, and 7 Kalashnikov and above granates. This was breaking news on the 7th yesterday, September 2018. The boys worked with Paul Biya's government, but they are now no more terrorists. They are friends and blood brothers of some Amba fighters. This is to assure us that they are not betrayers. Congratulations for that. We thank you. Come and fight and defend your father's land. Come and fight and defend your citizens, your brothers who have been killed by these evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon. Come and fight for the freedom of your future generation. They just leaked the Republic's plan to kill 100 of Ambazonia children and teachers before 30th of September. So this deflected, Ambazonia, the Republic soldiers leaked the secret that they are going to kill 30 teachers. And that is why they have already started killing principals and the rest, catching and, kidnapping. So the plan in the days ahead to come, they have to kill 100 students. That is why they started kidnapping. Please be serious. Don't send your children to school. We are getting first-class information and sending it to you people. They have to kill these people in the north and the southern zone of Ambazonia. They leak this plan of killing hundreds of, Ambazonia children and teachers before 30th of September in some schools of the northern and southern zones of Ambazonia. They have already reported 6 fake Amba groups. This is a success to us. They have already reported 6 fake Amba groups in Ambazonia. 2 in the northern zone, 2 in the southern zone, and 4 in the northern zone of Ambazonia, created by Atakanji Paul. And to accomplish his mission, the boys will be in the days to come neutralized. Thank you very much for that. You people are welcome. Good news for us. Now at least 30% of our brothers in the terrorist military of the Republic of Cameroon have come to their senses. They have established a network of Anglophone soldiers in the Republic of Cameroon Army, and in collaboration with General Seven Kata and other Ground Zero generals. They have, urged their plans to bring down the Republic within 21 days. 21 days, when the final whistle will be blown, when the final trumpet will be sound. When the final trumpet will be sounded, they will have to fight the Republic, and within 21 days, they are going to bring down the Republic of Cameroon forces. The Republic of Cameroon forces have to leave. When the tornado will come, they will fight, and they will have to send out all the Republic of Cameroon forces within 21 days. That is a good news. The great battle is ahead. Many other plans are in process, but we will not expose the plan now. The Republic is going to surrender at the end of this year, and we are going to have our independence. Thanks very much for joining us. Are able, Ambazonians who are or who were in the military of the Republic of Cameroon. It should also be noted that the Anglophone teachers trade union called for a protest, peaceful protest. News reaching me on the 6th of September 2018, all Anglophone teachers and the school administrations or administrators in northern and southern zones of Ambazonia call upon to put down their pens and observe a peaceful protest through school boycotts, demanding the government to guarantee their safety by withdrawing the Republic military forces and initiating dialogue with the secessionists to enable a safe environment for them to return to school and provide kids with quality education. A total of 11 principals and 9 other schools administrators within the northern and the southern zones of Ambazonia have so far been adopted from their schools campus these last past weeks, leaving students and people in fear. The teacher trade union, CATU, the Presbyterian Trade the President Teachers Trade Union, the Catholic Baptist and other states holders have unanimously agreed to this strike action. We therefore call on all teachers in all sections of schools to boycott schools permanently until the issue is resolved. Summer Valentine for the CATU. So that is it. CATU, an association of teachers, is calling for the a protest that every person should not go to school. School should be boycotted. All the schools should, in the northern and southern zones, should be closed because of security purposes. They are kidnapping teachers. The military people are kidnapping teachers, maltreating them, and saying it is the Amba boys. Amba boys don't maltreat the people they kidnap. They interview you and get some information and they leave you and advise you not to cause that type of thing again. Good news. That was good news also. Okay. There was also good news. The Amba women protest in Bamenda. This was serious. The Bamenda able Amba women had a strong protest. Thursday, the 7th of September 2018, saw the Amba women protesting in Bamenda in the northern zone of Ambazonia. After the southern zone, Ambazonia women protested last week in Boya. These women called for the end of the genocide in Ambazonia, and they have lost most of their families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, girls, boys, and kids. They were crying to the evil being done to them by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon, the dictatorial regime of President Paul Biya, sending everybody to the forest, sending their brothers and sisters to go as refugees in Nigeria, making other people to escape and remain in Europe as refugees, killing, imprisoning, locking people in cells, kidnapping the president, burning all the villages. They cried, they wept for that. They called on the world to come and carry out genuine dialogue so that peace should reign in the both two countries, Ambazonia and the Republic of Cameroon. They called for an end to genocide by the evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon on the population of Ambazonia. And I also will tell the rest of the world to join these women, to carry out protests all over the world, to call for an end to this genocide caused by the dictator Paul Biya on the citizens of Ambazonia. Making everybody in all the various, countries, women should stand up. Women should stand up, make their voice to be heard, shout to the top of their voices, cry, and call for international bodies to come in and conduct genuine, negotiations for the Ambazonians and the Republic of Cameroon, so that Ambazonia can be free from its occupation. That was it for the women protest. I will show you some of the pictures and the audios so that you can, get an image of everything, how it happened in Bamenda. And I will also thank the women and congratulate the women, for the protest. You can see pictures how the women were protesting, carrying, pictures of, those who have been injured by the Republic of Cameroon. Innocent people, babies, killed. This is a funny situation. You can see it for yourself. The world should see it. You see what the Republic is doing. People are crying. They lost their loved ones. People are crying. They are killed. Genocide is going on. People are crying. Many people are in the bushes. That is it. That is it. They are protesting, shouting, crying. Guns don't talk. People do. Guns don't talk. People do. They are crying. The mothers in the villages came out in Bamenda town. Everybody crying that they should end the, the genocide in the Republic of Cameroon, in Ambazonia, caused by the Republic of Cameroon. So the world should take this serious and come to the aid of these women. You can see them. They are not happy. That is it. And here you will see a video now. Okay, that was it for the protest. Thank you very much, the women of Ambazonia in the Northern Zone, for making your voice to be heard. I'm calling on the women also in France, Britain, Ambazonia women all over the world, and all our best wishers. Women in France, Britain, Holland, everywhere, Italy, Spain, Belgium, China, Switzerland, Mexico, America, to stand up and protest, so that you should support the women on ground zero who are protesting to stop this genocide. Okay. Now there's also so many good news coming up. Now a lot of hopes. As I told you, I'm Mr. Hopes. I will always give people hopes. There are good news coming up. There's news coming up that the United Nations Security Council will be organizing its section, and will have talks concerning Ambazonia problems. A release, it is said that the United Nations Security Council President is authorized to use both presidential statement, subject consensus, other council members, and note which are used to put preparation into intent. And on the Africa, the Security Council program for September detailed the DFC, Somalia, Southern Sudan, and Western Somalia, Western Somalia. But in the case of Southern Cameroons, Cameroonians are already appealing by the Nikki Haley to loop their way. So it should be noted that there will be a forthcoming, in September, United Nations Security Council, meeting that is coming up. And there are issues which will be talked about. So even the Nikki Haley is forwarding the case of Southern Cameroon also into the Security Council. The treaty replied to Nikki Haley's congratulations, saying the people of Southern Cameroon should hope you will do justice to them and help ravish the demon standards you have decried about the United Nations / Stop War Now. The United Nations Security Council will have many things to discuss. So it should be noted that the forthcoming United Nations Security Council, perhaps it is going to talk about, the problem of Southern Cameroon. Let me see if I can have access to what was said in the media. If I can't see it, then I'll put it perhaps at the end of this program. Okay, this is it. Let me show you people. You people should hear.
The UN Security Council President is authorized to issue both presidential statements subject to consensus among Council members and notes which are used to make declarations of intent. On Africa, the Security Council program for September details the DRC, Somalia, South Sudan, and Western Sahara, but Southern Cameroonians are already appealing to Nikki Haley to look their way. A tweet replying to Haley's congratulations says the people of Southern Cameroon hope you will do justice to them and help salvage the double standards you have decried about the UN, #Stop War Now. During the US month, the Security Council is expected to discuss the UN stabilization mission in the DRC, MONUSCO, and the Secretary General Zero Tolerance Policy on Sexual Violence following.
Okay, that was it. I will still put it again so you can listen again. Once more.
The UN Security Council President is authorized to issue both presidential statements subject to consensus among Council members and notes which are used to make declarations of intent. On Africa, the Security Council program for September details the DRC, Somalia, South Sudan, and Western Sahara, but Southern Cameroonians are already appealing to Nikki Haley to look their way. A tweet replying to Haley's congratulations says the people of Southern Cameroon hope you will do justice to them and help salvage the double standards you have decried about the UN, #Stop War Now. During the US month, the Security Council is expected to discuss the UN stabilization mission in the DRC, MONUSCO, and the Secretary General Zero Tolerance Policy on Sexual Violence following.
Okay, that was it. All this is bringing us hopes. Perhaps the United Nations Security Council will say something now. Okay. Other good news, terribly good news. We know even if the British government have to stay as long as possible, he must speak, because he knows he is the cause of this war. He is the sole cause of this war. Britain is the sole cause, and France government. So now there is tension in Britain. Bravo to the Ambazonians. Bravo to all the protests we'll be making. Bravo to those who make protests and talk about the new oil deal company, because now they are taking action. They are talking in Great Britain. The Great Britain, has accepted the fact that they are responsible for the problem in Southern Cameroon. Oh yeah, good news for that. Good news. I'm happy. The Labour Party PM in the United Kingdom Parliament, Liz Mullins, speak about the oil and gas deal the British company signed with the Republic government under the dictator Paul Biya in June 2018. She said that in June, the Trade Secretary held a new 1.5 billion natural, gas deal with President Paul Biya's regime in Cameroon. In a government press release entitled International Visit Pay Off, called the minister. He called the minister, tell us, did the Trade Secretary know that about the the BIYA regime is going on with persecution and massacre in Cameroon, English speaking regions, that is AMBAZONIA? And did he just not care? That is what the parliamentarian was saying in the Parliament, United Kingdom's Parliament session. He asked if the Trade Secretary knew that Paul Biya the dictator is carrying out genocide, persecution, killing in the English region of Cameroon, that is AMBAZONIA, or he did not just care about it. This is now the British, they are talking about it. That why should they go and sign a contract with a dictator who is killing, persecuting, who is against the democratic principles of the world? I personally, I Amba Lawrence, I even made a personal phone call when this contract was signed. I made it to the chairman, and he dropped that in his voicemail, and I left a serious warning to him. So now we can see action is now going to be taken. The Republic is gone. They are counting on those deals. That is why they are fighting, because I've already signed deals. That's why they are fighting. They said they will not leave AMBAZONIA free. But now, Britain is going to cancel the, cancel the deal, the oil deal. The oil deal must be cancelled. But La Republic is gone. Economically is finished. Military is finished. The country will come to zero. No way the company can operate in AMBAZONIA under our dead bodies. It should be noted that the first well takes their time to do something. They don't rush. If they hear something, they take time before they can come out. That is why British is not talking. Not like in Africa. Something happens, they just send the military, go and fight. They don't even listen and take sides. Let me try and see if I can put the audio, the video, so that people can see. You see what and hear what the British is now talking in the parliament. The British parliament is talking.
In June, the Trade Secretary hailed a new $1.5 billion natural gas deal with President BIYA's regime in Cameroon. In a government press release entitled International Visits Pay Off. So can the Minister tell us, did the Trade Secretary not know about the BIYA regime's ongoing persecution and massacres in Cameroon's English-speaking regions, or did he just not care? In June, the Trade Secretary hailed a new $1.5 billion natural gas deal with President BIYA's regime in Cameroon. In a government press release entitled International Visits Pay Off. So can the Minister tell us, did the Trade Secretary not know about the BIYA regime's ongoing persecution and massacres in Cameroon's English-speaking regions, or did he just not care? In June, the Trade Secretary hailed a new $1.5 billion natural gas deal with President BIYA's regime in Cameroon. In a government press release entitled International Visits Pay Off. So can the Minister tell us, did the Trade Secretary not know about the BIYA regime's ongoing persecution and massacres in Cameroon's English-speaking regions, or did he just not care?
That was it. You've heard from the UK Parliament. They are bringing up the point. Did he not know before signing the $1.5 billion, deal, oil and gas deal with the dictator Paul Biya? Did he not know that he is causing genocide, mass killings, or he did not care about it? That is what they are saying now. Paul Biya is gone. The Republic is gone. The deal will be cancelled. Furthermore, another, serious video came out where the British are talking about the deal, the gas and oil deal, and telling the world that they know they are the cause of the problem that is facing now, the Ambazonians. On the 7th of June, the year 2018, the Guardian newspaper ran a special feature on the brutal campaign violence by the regime of Cameroon, President Paul Biya, against English-speaking community in the west of the country, which was formerly known as British Cameroon, community to whom we own a historic responsibility. They quoted in the Guardian, the ordinary man and woman, the ordinary men and women who saw their villages attacked by Paul Biya's military, who saw their neighbors and families members killed, and they were forced to flee for their lives. They quote, the charity workers who were looking after thousands of displaced women and children from whom they want going home would be suicide. Who want going home will be because their deaths. Now, by any normal moral standard, you would expect the United Kingdom government to read this report and to appeal, but not this government. The very next day, after the report was published, the British Trade Secretary announced a 1.5 billion deal with a British national gas company and President Paul Biya's regime. A deal which, in the words of the Trade Department press release, will generate a huge stream of revenue for the Cameroon public treasury. In other words, we have a regime ranked as the 25th most corrupt in the world and rule in its 43 years of autocratic power, with a person now wealth of over 200 million pounds, engaged in a systematic campaign of brutality and killing against English-speaking communities in his country, and all other government can do, and all our government can do is boast of doing trade deal which will only enrich him further. That is my mind. Is what this government means by global Britain. So they are talking, the British are talking, that this government, you will see a government of a country who brutalizes people, killing its people. The president, the dictator, has been there for 42 years with autocratic powers, killing his people, only for them to go and sign a deal with him with a lot of monies, which will help again to make him become richer personally, of which his personal budget already is $200 million in his bank account. So I will put an audio, or excuse me, a video, so that you will hear the British, they themselves saying it. I'm telling you that the Republic is gone. Paul Biya is finished. The Republic is gone. If the British can start talking now about all this, we are having victory. There is great hopes.
On the 7th of June this year, the Guardian newspaper ran a special feature on the brutal campaign of violence by the regime of Cameroon's President Biya against English-speaking communities in the west of the country, which were formerly known as British Cameroon, communities to whom we owe a historic responsibility. They quoted in The Guardian the ordinary men and women who saw their villages attacked by Biya's military, who saw their neighbours and family members killed, and that they were forced to flee for their lives. They quoted the charity workers who were looking after thousands of displaced women and children for whom they warned going home would be suicide. Now, by any normal moral standard, you would expect the UK government to read those reports and be appalled. But not this government. The very next day after that report was published, the British Trade Secretary announced a £1.5 billion deal with a British national gas company and President Biya's regime. A deal which, in the words of the Trade Department's press release, will, quote, generate a huge stream of revenue for Cameroon's public treasury. In other words, we have a regime ranked as the 25th most corrupt in the world, a ruler in his 43rd year of autocratic power, with a personal wealth of over $200 million, engaged in a systematic campaign of brutality and killings against English-speaking community in his country, and all the government can do is boast of doing trade deals which will only enrich him further. That, in my mind, is what this government means by global Britain.
That is it, you heard. They are now talking. Things will change. The deal will be cancelled. They cannot work with a dictator. British is not that type of a country. So the government is failing the British people. They don't have to work with dictators. Person who is killing, causing genocide on his own people. Causing genocide on the Ambazonians. That is what they are saying. This is victory coming to us. The Ambazonians should stand up and start rejoicing. We are winning, big time. Winning on the ground. Sending out the forces of the Republic of Cameroon from occupying our territory. We've sent out all the, French, industries and everything out of our land. We don't buy again French goods. We have to stop the NTN very soon. Everybody will start looking ways to have a different SIM card gradually, because that SIM card has been programmed. When you speak, they can dictate where you are. So try to start changing the SIM cards gradually, please, before we can know what to do. We have to be in BIYA. This period is the most difficult period in the struggle. Everybody must be focused. Prince Amba is here, always trying to give you the best he can for his own level. Prince Amba did not go to a professional school of journalism. He just started his own program because of the war. That he cannot sit and look. His own people are being killed. So Prince Amba will always do this in order to save lives back home. Mr. Hopes is always here with you people. Okay, some other few informations on what the Republic have been doing. Just as I say, I'll come back to these certain things. On Tuesday, the 5th of September 2018, a colonel called Folefo Francis was arrested in his residence in Boyamunya by a group of supposed Ambazonia fighters to an unknown destination. This allegation will be verified because Ataganji Paul and Ekima Patrick, they have their own Ambazonia self-defense forces. I know it's the fake defense forces who must have arrested this retired or this colonel. So just be calm. We will investigate and know who are the people who arrested the colonel. The Amba boys are there. They will do the investigations. The phone of Oku is still under detention. Philemon Yang, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Cameroon, has been calling and begging to negotiate his release. That saves him right, because the fund is supporting